Coach. This is the city, Los Angeles, California. That's where we are for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Los Angeles Rams. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
We got three, fellas. We got three. Here we go. I got 29.
On second down, here's Murray. That's complete to Jake Butt. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
That was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He's got Jake Butt as tight end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Murray now on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Murray. They're going to set up the screen here. This is Grant. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. And that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Murray with a third and long. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dante Fowler picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
I'm coming after you. Topper! Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Young to throw it. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Brandon Cooks, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks, because then the defense has the advantage.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up, because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. That one complete to the former Seminole, Auden Tate. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Slam, slam.
Here's Murray from midfield. Escape. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a second down coming up. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Murray now to throw. That's complete to his running back, Grant. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. The Rams go nickel here defensively on third. Throwing is Murray on third down. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize her. And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. They run with Harris. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on third and very long.
Ken Tucson. Hey, Zoo. I can't believe they even let you play. Mike 8. Mike 8. You're out. Watch the boot. Watch the boot. Check, 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 check. Ready, ready.
Here's Young from the shotgun. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Now Sanders. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 12 yards on the return that time. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. First and 10. Murray and the Cardinals with a first and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Kill, kill, kill.
Now Joe Mixon. The tackle there by John Johnson.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a second and 6.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up. Alert flare, alert flare, flare, flare. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
Second down, Murray sets to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
That's it, baby. We got work. At their own 25-yard line.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. From the 30 on second down, Young. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down.
No gain on the play. Brings up third down and 5.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
Mike 8. Fair. Be afraid of me. You better be.
Third down, Young from the gun. This is caught. It's Cooks. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get a little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Check 43.
Young now. He's going to air one out. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Operating from the 27 now. Here's second and 3.
Watch the screen. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
Throwing now is Murray. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back. And he's taken down. back at his own 7. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Here we go. Check 31. Check 31. Hey, watch this. Watch this.
Final play of the half. Young. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
No. Off. Check 13. Go. Now.
They'll run again with Harris. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Hey,
They'll try to throw now. Young. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 35. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. They'll run on first down. Harris. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Young will set to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, exit.
Young working out of the gun. He gets it complete to Harris. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 19.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Alpha.
At the 12-yard line.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. I got you. Fire!
On second and a couple. Young. And find Everett there, complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Come on, set. 8 lead. Tight end to the right. Bravo. Move. We got 4. We got 4. Mike 6. Mike 6. You're trapped. You're trapped. Get it.
Young. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. He'll get only 2 there, and it's second and goal.
Second and goal at the Cardinals' 5-yard line.
On second down, this is Harris.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Third and goal.
Set.
They'll come out in the pistol. They've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal?
Let's go now. 18 Gator. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Hey, check Mike 6, Mike 6.
Now here's Young to the goal line, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. Young. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Brandon Cooks. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams have taken. The lead. Now the try here for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 29-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point, but it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
from the 35 on second down. Murray, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Murray now. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, fourth down.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. With it is Brown. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. And, partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything, nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Check safety, check safety. 5.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19.
Hey, foxtrot. Go.
Throwing, Young. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Here comes the Rams punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And Sanders now to return. That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
At the 31-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Check 24. Watch 24. Get him on. West. 23 is the mic. Swing.
On second down, here's Murray. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Cardinals on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Murray going to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
First down. It's Grant. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. To throw is Murray. And he will find his man on the outside. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. The 30, the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one, that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Looking to throw again on second down. Murray. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. The Cardinals on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun on third down, Murray. Brought in over the middle by Grant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards the pickup. Good enough for an Arizona first. Murray now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down. Murray now on first down. Going for the deep ball. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Motion out of the backfield. Motion out of the backfield. 58, Mike. Hey, defense, let's go.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
The Cardinals on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Here's Grant. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
4 yards. First down, Arizona.
Let's go now.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
We got this.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 26, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Check 37. Check 37. He's crossing. He's 36.
Yep.
We got it.
Following the interception, Young shakes off the sack, busts through the tackle. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Hey, orbit.
Hey, check Mike 6, Mike.
Young here to throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 27 yards there, a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun.
Go.
The second down throw for Young. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down.
Slam. You're out.
Out of the gun, it's Young. Going up top for Cup. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he's on to kick it away. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all that yardage. That would be a big play.
From his own end zone now, it's Murray. Got this complete to the rookie out of UMass, Andy Isabella. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Now the try here for the point after. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. And the Rams have got it. And that should just about seal this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Hey, Haywood! Stand!
Quit talking about it.
Rock it!
Check 50.
Now Young. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. So after the sack, here's second and 14. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises.